Hey YouTube, thank you for being here. I have 35 minutes before my live starts. We're going to bust out this look real quick, and we are using our MAC Cosmetics Connect in Color. This is their Hi-Fi palette, and what you see on the outside is what you see on the inside. Excuse me for that. And I put labels here because hello, my name is Dion and I'm a label hoe. So I don't have a plan. Excuse me for that. I don't have a plan. But the base face is done. So we're going to put on this lip oil. As I'm priming the eye, I'm going to have one look on this palette. One eye on this palette. So that I have a plan. I have a plan. So hello again and welcome. My name is Dion. I call this the crazy troll nation of YouTube. Why do I call it that? The crazy, just knowing it's okay to be your authentic self in a world where people will tell you who and how you should be. The troll part is not caring too much about the beauty community standards. You set the standard for yourself. Try not to feel like you need to use a certain brand, a certain tool, or a certain technique because, excuse me for that, because that's what you're hearing in a video you're watching. Use whatever you want to, however you want to move the mirror, to get your makeup on in a way that you are satisfied with it. Here we believe in self-acceptance and self-love, embracing our natural features, enhancing them if we want to, when we want to, but never feeling obligated or feeling like we have to. Listen, love yourself for who you are and for how you look, even when you're not wearing face paint. So 2 things about me. I curse sometimes because I curse sometimes, and there's an organism that lives in my throat named Bruce who likes to hiccup, gurgle, and belch in videos and particularly in live streams. And I try to be aware of him to say excuse me. And yes, that's at the end of the intro because there was a point where it was just obnoxious, and I'm like, I need to just let them know up front because this is just insane. I've had people say, excuse me for smacking, are you okay? You keep hiccuping like this. Are you all right? Yeah, it was that bad. And I did just guzzle like 20 ounces of water. So Bruce will probably make an appearance. So this is the Groundwork paint pot that we're putting on right now with a Real Techniques 210 brush. And underneath of this was the Urban Decay Primer potion that we used. So here we are today with this palette. I thought about, let me back up. Both of these are Hung Van Gogh Beauty. The blue, we have one inner rims, upper and lower, and this one is called, turn the letters the right way, Dion. This one is Personal Preference. The green one is, turn the letters around. This one is One Eye at a Time. I would love for him to come out with more bold colors because everything else is kind of on the neutral side. But I got those 2 because even though I have blues and browns, girl, blues and greens, I knew I would still use those. Excuse me for smacking. So I'm looking in this palette. I don't have a plan, but I need to just do something. It's designer. I literally have no plan. It's designer. We're going to take that one. This is a Esom V27. And this is the newer one. They have angled bristles and a black handle. We're going to use the older Esom V27s next, and those are silver handle and the bristles are not angled. But I like this because it's easier for me to get like right here into this pocket. And so I think I used this brush or one of them because I have quite a few in every look. And so I do have my favorites as far as brushes. This will be an easy glam look. Put a skin tone shade up in this area if you take your lid shades up high like I do, or just put this on your lid, this shade, and put a skin tone complexion shade here. Put on mascara, liner, and you can be done. Like that is super easy, but we do more than that. This is an Esom V27, the older one. So you see how the bristles are not angled, and the handle is silver. So this is the newer one. And this is this one. This is great if you have just a little bit of mobile lid space, or if you just want to put color in a certain place because it is small, versus the Hourglass number 3, which is wider, which allows me to do more in less time. But because I like to put like 4, 5, 6 shades on the lid, I use these. I'm thinking we're going to take Starry Night. which is this shade right here. This is a dual chrome that we all know and love, that burgundy to brown green shift. And this is a beautiful shade. I had this in another palette. I did, I think maybe I'll show them tonight. Tonight's live stream, today is the 3rd of March, is our roundup of, yes, I'm moving you, is our roundup of the palettes we used in February. And so I did rearrange and condense my MAC BYOPs. I had 3 15-pan BYOPs. I now have 2. And I did do another BYOP just to be a fun palette, and I ended up putting that in the 12-pan and putting extra shades in there. And so I did not put the ones I'm decluttering in my Mercari store yet, and I think I'm going to ask tonight, which you'll see this probably like a week and a half from now, if somebody wants those, and I'll just send them out versus putting in my Mercari store, because I want stuff to be used, and sometimes Mercari stuff sells quick, and then sometimes it sits for a while, and I just like stuff to be used. This is a beautiful shade. This is a beautiful shade. It is more noticeable in person. In person, I can see the blue. I can see the burgundy. For dual chromes and multi-chromes, it's ideal, they say, which I do agree with though, to use 1, 2 at the most of dual chrome and multi-chromes, because you need a wide enough area of the color so when you turn, you see the shift. If you're putting on like 3 and 4 shades like me, and the multi-chrome or dual chrome is only right here, you're not really going to see the other colors, because the space is so small. What was that? We're going to take another one, and we're going to go into, we're going to take this shade, which is Gallerina. And so you see what I'm saying with this brush, it allows me to just do a small area and to blend it where I want to. This is a pretty shade. This is a pretty shade. You know what? I like this palette. I do recommend this. They have 3 connecting color 12 pans. One is, well, this is one of them. Hi-Fi Color. Very colorful. And the inside does look like the outside. There's also Unfiltered Nudes, which is more of your taupes, browns, grays, those type shades. And then they also have Future Flames, which is red based. So you have like red reds, red oranges, I think there's a couple maybe like peach tones in there. It is really nice. And I do recommend these. Of course, get them at Sephora, of course, the MAC store, and wherever else they're sold online. I do have links and codes down below. Much appreciation for those of you who uses them. I do appreciate that. Also, let me talk about channel membership before I forget. I like how this works next to Starry Night. My membership is $2.99 a month. You can cancel at any time. There are many perks. If you click join, it will not join you. It'll show you what the perks are. And then if you do decide to join, it's like a really quick process to do. We would love to have you as an official Trollkin, which is what I call my channel members. The perk I love the most, we're going to take this shade, which is Dark Room. The perk I love the most is members get to make a request. Oh, I got another one yesterday. I was just like, oh man. And I was on my community page looking for something else, and I saw that there was a new request. If you go to my channel page, my YouTube page, if you click on visit community, you can leave a post versus me posting and you responding to it. Like, you can leave a post and whoever happens upon the community page can see it. So that is a good way to just have more communication or to get your thoughts out. But I saw that request, y'all, and I'm just like, oh. And I I did schedule a request that I had, which is to do a butterfly face. And I'm just like, oh my gosh. I finally wrapped my head around it, because at first I was just like, what? And this one is, oh my gosh, I wrote it down, but I forgot. What was this one? Maleficent. And they did post a picture. They put a picture there for me. I was going to say, where's the brush? We're going to take Carbon. But do I want to do that, or do I want to do another blue? Let's do another blue. We're going to take Triennial Wave. Yeah, we just put colors in weird places because I do like doing the unexpected. Oh, that's pretty. It surprises me because even when I'm like, oh, let's just put it here, see what happens. And then when I see it, I'm like, oh, good choice, Dion. Good choice. I need to fix this. I didn't put a lot of primer over here. I keep reminding myself that Janessa and I made a pact this year to do different eyeshadow shapes, and I keep doing the same shape. And so I didn't put primer out here because I want to start doing my liner different because I've been doing it straight. The last 2 years, we had a pact to perfect our wing liner. And so I am good with that now, but now that's like my go-to, and it's like second nature to do it. And so I didn't take primer all the way out because I didn't want to do that same shape, but here we are. So there will be some looks where I'll go up this way with the liner, which turns into a bat wing because of my hooded lid. And so it'll come here and then kind of skip over just because of my eye shape. But I do want to start doing different eye shapes just to have something else in my figurative makeup toolkit. Even I do have a kit. But so I'm excited about that. And I need to be more aware to do it and not be halfway into the look and be like, oh, this is nice. We were under a winter storm advisory, but thankfully we're just getting a lot of rain. Yeah, they were talking about more snow, and I'm just like, ugh. But no, and it's like, I think right now is maybe like 39 degrees outside. We did dip into the 20s yesterday, and I'm like, damn, don't tell me it's really going to snow. But it did not. It got rain. I'm like, good. So, I like this. How much time I got? 20 minutes. 20 minutes. I have been enjoying not editing videos. Like putting the text there and all of that because I remember saying before, my laptop, it went through updates and my phone goes through updates and then something always changes. And so with one of the updates like a couple months ago, my laptop doesn't recognize my phone when I plug my phone into it. And so I've been uploading videos from my phone to YouTube and then downloading them on my laptop, then editing them and then uploading them back to YouTube. And I'm just like, ugh. And it wasn't a hassle, but not having to do that, just upload to my phone and then later just go to the video on my laptop and then, do the description box because it's completely blank. When I upload to YouTube from my phone, the description box is blank. So I have to, and I do have a copy and paste of that. So I just drop that in, look for playlists like I always do. And so that's what I've been doing, but I've been enjoying it. I'm thinking I want to do My Kid Can Make That. But then part of me is, listen, this shade, this is a Sigma E45. This shade does not work for me at all. So you see me swirling the brush. You see some on the brush. You see some over there. It is barely, so I'm taking some of this from over here. This shade, and it's being good today because sometimes I use it, it does not pick up on the brush. It doesn't show up on my skin and you can see it. So it's being good today. Maybe the way I swirled the brush, because you saw for the other shades I swiped. So maybe that's what it was because I was surprised. And I say quite often that shades like this and shades like this, they don't show up as bold as they look. Because for this to be this, like, yes, you can see it, but it's not like, oh my gosh. So we're swirling the brush, tab off, which took off most of it, but we're going to go back into it. So we're going to put this up here. I'm excited for tonight's live, the roundup of what we use for February. So I have like a stack of palettes over here. I am really enjoying having less palettes. I think right now I'm down to 43 and I have 10 different brands and I'm excited because it excites me because I will use my palettes more regularly versus having, like 100 palettes and not touching one for like 6 months or whatever. And so I did ask if I should continue doing the roundups because it's going to be the same palettes. Not always the exact same, but if I got like, I have 43 palettes at this point. It's 30, 31 days in a month. If I do a look every day, which I won't, yeah, it's going to be the same palettes in the roundup. At least some of them. And if I pair palettes, yeah. And they said they still like hearing about palettes. I'm like, okay, cool. Because what I don't want to do is end up boring. And it's like, oh my God, okay, she's talking about this again this month. She just talked about it last month. Well, you know, that's what I got. So I'm swiping and like not much is covered up. This side to me looks darker. This side to me always looks darker. And even on my face makeup, and I think because the kitchen light is on over here, there's no light on over here. So I do think that's what it is. What we're going to put for, we're going to take, if it ain't broke, and broke is spelled B-A-R-O-Q-U-E. So we're going to take this. This is my Scott Barnes number 60. I love this brush for this because it allows me to get right up. Oh, that's chunky. Right up under. I didn't tap off and it just fell. It allows me very direct application. We're going to take this brush that had chrome yellow and we're just going to feather the brows. And we're going to do the same thing. I'm going to shake it off this time. I just love, and this is a liner brush, eyeliner, lip liner, but I use it for this, as you see, and it works very well. I like putting my mirror here because this is where you are. This is me looking at you. This is me looking at me. This is me looking at the time. But I do like, I realize that I like my mirror here because at least I'm more in the direction of where you are versus when a mirror is over here. But then it's just further to look to see me versus you. Hey, I see you. I see you. Because I do like when it looks like the person is at least in my direction or looking at me, because if you're talking in your videos, like in person, when you talk to people, you look at them, right? And I know videos are different. So I did make it a conscious effort, 3-4 years ago, to at least, if I'm just talking like now, to look at where you are and not be like, yeah, girl, they're like, girl, we over here. Like I know. And so that it was important to me for whatever reason. Because I do think it helps just feeling connected. And let me know if I'm just making stuff up. But lower lash line, what we gonna do? So we've used 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 shades out of 12. And we're about to use 2 more. So that'll be 14 shades out of 12. Girl, how you got 14 out of 12? What did I say? Oh, this quarter of my alarm just went off. We have, I'll be tripping. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, 7. We didn't use that one. Did we? So we use 7 shades, so it'll be 9. We're going to put this on first half lower lash line, this on second half. I just want to see how close they are in color because they are both in the pink family. This one is deeper than this one. This one is more pink. This has like a reddish hue to it. Y'all like, girl, pink is a reddish hue, I know. And we're going to see if this turns this blue into something else. I did take my lower lash line down further than I usually do, as you can see. Because I do like having a grunge factor. I was going to say something, but it might not sound too nice. But I'll talk about it in the live stream tonight. And it's not bad. It's not bad. It's just like, when will people just, like the intro, just do what you want to do. And so when there's like a group of people and they're saying things, just like the intro, wear what you want to, when you want to, do what you want with your makeup. But there's still like this huge chasm of, after a certain age, don't wear bold makeup, and I'm just like, who told you that? And so I'm like, fun fact, this shade is called Fuchsia So Bright. This shade is called Do It For The Gram. And so it just, I'm not gonna say I was upset, but it was, I allowed it to annoy me. Because here you are like, oh, you know, you know, maybe because I'm older, you know, I want to wear less makeup and blah, blah, blah. Well, that's your choice because you're older. But the way it's said is, you know, maybe because I'm a certain age, you know, I don't want to do this or do that. And I'm like, I'm 56. So, like, what does age have to do with it? So there's just this thing that's been around for a long time that, you know, what's acceptable and what's not. We're going to take this first brush. My eye is tearing upward. We are not putting more shadow on the brush. And we're just going to press. And we're only going to press this side because we did the other side. And so it's just like who told you that and why'd you believe them? But because it's so widespread and there were a lot of other people agreeing, and I'm just like, just wear what you want to wear. Like, and so, and I did admit in a comment, we're going to put black. We very seldom do. We're going to put black on our upper lash line. I'm an outlier. Like, I'm 56. I've worn, it's tearing downward too. Damn it. What brush was that? That was this brush. Once I realized like what I liked for me, that's what I've been doing. And it doesn't have anything for me to do with age, like how I wear my makeup. Like, who's judging me? You know what I'm saying? And so, but it's just, and I want people to know that. But then, you know, you kind of get stuck a little bit, I guess. I'm gonna take this brush and again, it's whatever you want to do, but don't, I'm not gonna say don't because you can. Like, don't blame it on age. Like, you just have a preference. Black Mirror from MAC. It's just a preference. And so blaming stuff on age, and I'm like, and when I see their pictures, I'm like, they look way younger than me. And they may have aged well. And again, I'm 56. But when I see somebody that looks like they're in their 40s, talking about, well, maybe it's my age, but, you know, I don't want to, you know, wear bold colors. I'm like, well, I do. I just wear, you know, lip liner. My favorite lip color is black. Fun fact. But it's and I don't know if maybe it's just being self-conscious, because when you're in a group or just believing what the masses will tell you, if you do something different, you may or may not be criticized. Whether it's in person or people, you know, will just kind of look at you weird, or, you know, God forbid, you do videos or live streams and people tell you, oh, you shouldn't wear a black lipstick. Thank you for being here and supporting my channel. You know what I mean? And I will say, it helps to know who you are as a person and to be confident in yourself, because you do have to have thick skin, otherwise you'll come and go. And there are some people, when they go through stuff on YouTube, they stop doing videos. And then, you know, 6-7 months later, sometimes a year, they're like, I'm back. This is what happened. And I'm just like, why'd you leave? And usually the offhanded comments are people who don't even do content. And so I know that they just don't get it. Like, we're putting ourselves out here not to be criticized, but it's just a fact that everybody's not going to like what you do. And some will be so bold as to tell you. But if I can be so bold as to do it, then I'm going to take it and give it right back to them. You know what I mean? But, you know, everyone doesn't share that sentiment. So, you know, you can talk crazy to me. I'm going to talk crazy right back with a smile. Like, oh, thank you. But just so you know. And it's actually funny to me. This line is crooked. It is raining. I hear people on the road driving and it sounds very wet. We're gonna leave it. I kind of wanna. Girl, you got like 9 minutes. And I still gotta do her lip and mascara. know I got quiet. Oh, that's pretty. I should just do the one because the other side. Alright, we're done. They're gonna glow up. Time's up. Brushes down. Lip. What are we gonna do for a lip? I like this look. It is very colorful. I will say, I dare to say, you do have to like color to even want this palette, because there's a lot of colors. Colorful. The black is great if you want to just use that for a liner. But yeah, everything in here works. And I can say that now, because chrome yellow used to not work for me, and it's working today. But I had to swirl. When I swiped it and I went over it, like it wasn't working. So I know I need to swirl the brush in it. What are we doing for lip? I've been looking at this lately. And y'all like, girl, your favorite lip color is black. I know. We're going to be simple today. We're going to put this on. Oh my gosh. First, we're going to line our lips in black. This is NYX Retractable Lip Liner. I think I want to use, no, we're going to use Dose of Colors Nima Tang Chocolate Chip. We're going to use this one. I'm kind of thinking that might be, I don't have time to be indecisive. No, we're not going to. Hung Bango Beauty. This is the shade right here. And that's why I always get mixed up on where to twist to get the shadow. I mean, the pencil to come up. Because this is the color. And I'll be turning this part. Like, it's not coming up. Girl, this is the sharpener. This is where you turn it up here. But I always forget. I'm like, it's not turning up. So this is above the line. And I'm not sure, but I want to say this is the darkest. And that's why I got it. And I am hoping he comes out with darker shades. But looking at his makeup style, most of the times it is like, it's not a bold lip, unless that's what the person was like, oh yeah, I want a dark lip or whatever. And so I do understand like why his shade range for lip liners are the way they are. And I have seen him do bold color eyeliners on people, but I'm hoping they come out with more lip liners, or not, because I have one MAC lip liner, Caviar of course, which is the black one. Excuse me for whatever I thought I was going to say. And I really like it. And I do want to get more in their different colors. But one, I don't line my lips often, as I said, I line my lips. But I have enough liners right here. I want to say less than 10. I'm not going to count because I got to go. And because I don't line my lips every time I do a look, they last a long time. They last a long time. So I'm just blending it a little bit. Excuse me. Excuse me. This is Bare Crust from the Spellcast Beauty side of Notoriously Morbid. I have a 15% off code down below. I will say, for me, the Spellcast Beauty side liquid lipsticks is a drier formula than the Notoriously Morbid side liquid lipsticks. For me. We are gonna wear the lip liner. This is cute. I surprised myself when I wanted to get this shade, because y'all like, girl, you just said your favorite lip color is black. I know. Put that away. Mascara. Sorry for yelling. I'm putting stuff away and I see the mascara sitting here and I'm like, oh. Almost panicked. Ooh, my alarm will be going off any minute now. My last alarm is 2 minutes to 8, because that's when it's like, okay, girl, sit down and, you know, get ready. This eye's still tearing. I gotta do pictures too. Beyond mascara from City Beauty. I really like this mascara. I think it's almost done. I am past. No, the PAO is the 20th of this month, which again is March. And I do think I'm almost done. And it's been the only mascara I've been using for a while. I don't like to have open more than 2 black mascaras at a time, because I do want to use them and potentially use them up. But I can tell like it's getting low, which is great. And I knew I really liked this when I purchased it, because initially they sent it to me NPR, and I really liked it, and so then I purchased it. Yep, it's $7.58. I'm gonna do pictures real quick after this, and then live stream. So that's always fun. Thank you y'all for being here. Let me know your thoughts on these MAC Cosmetics Connecting Color 12-pan palettes. I really do like them. The formula, MAC, to me, the formula just works. It just works. And it's not messy. I just hit up here. I've been hitting myself a lot lately with this, like, seriously, and I'm like, I don't know why. So this is look, y'all. Thank you very much for being here. As always, self-acceptance, self-love. That is the Crazy Troll Nation way. This is me seeing where the button is, so I don't be like, bye. So you'll see me soon. Make sure you subscribe if you're not, and do check out the membership perks, and hopefully we would love to have you join. Thank you. Bye.